Greetings and welcome to the live. My name is Story Lahuez and I am the head operations manager for the Eevh Restoration Network. The intent for today's live is to give a briefing on what the restoration is about, who I am, what part I play, and also what part I would like for the rest of you all to play if you feel called or if you resonate with the message. Okay, so first things first, what is the Eevh Restoration Network? The Eevh Restoration Network is a conglomerate of multifaceted creatives who have come together to offer their skill sets for the healing and the restoration of the human collective. So all of the beautiful things that make up me equates to me being a multifaceted creative. I am this, I am that, I am those. And then I take those skill sets and I offer them to the collective for healing and for the restoring of their families, their mind, their spirit, their body, so forth and so on. So I become a multifaceted creative for the Eevh Restoration Network. And it is just a conglomerate of multiple beings like myself doing projects together, working together, edifying each other, building each other up, helping each other to create their heavens here on earth. So that's what the Eevh Restoration is and what it's all about. And today I'm here to not only share that opportunity to join forces with us, with you, but to also just let you know some of the things that we've got going on so that you can get a better insight into what it looks like to not only be a multifaceted creative for the network, but to also see how we are putting forth action to truly help bring about those heavens on earths and to truly help the economy and the world around us, to truly bring that restoration. All right, I'm outside, so, got the neighbors in my business. All right. So, the multifaceted creatives for the Eevh Restoration, they do three things. So one, they're sharing their skill sets like I told you. So whether you be a musician or an alchemist, whether you work with energy, whether you be Reiki, whatever the case may be, you take your multitude of skill sets, you monetize them, you put a dollar sign to them, you create a system within your life that allows you to operate those skill sets that you have professionally, and then you offer those services to the collective. So then not only are you living out your purpose fulfillment, but you're also being able to add into the positive shifting that needs to take place within the human consciousness, which quickens our road to all of us experiencing our heaven on earth here instead of this hellish experience that most of us are used to, most of us are accustomed to seeing and experiencing. Another thing is aiding and teaching others how to do the exact same thing, which is one of my most favorable aspects of the network, is being able to sit with someone one-on-one and teach them how to become self-aware. Teach them how to perceive themselves in a way in which they're able to see what their skill sets are. They're able to see the beautiful and magical things about themselves. They're able to put organized energy upon it. They're able to give it a value because they now know their worth, and then they're able to exercise that discipline and commitment to their process, to their yellow brick road, by offering those services and those skill sets to the collective. So you don't necessarily have to be born into a space where you automatically know how to juggle and service these things. You can absolutely just have an interest to want to leave the 9-to-5 environment and start living out your divine purpose. And by letting us know that that is a desire of yours, we will kick into gear, kick into action to be able to teach you and guide you just how to do that so that you can actually do that and then hopefully come on board and teach others how to do the exact same thing. Okay? And then the third thing that the network members and the multifaceted creatives do is they give an offering hand into some of the projects, some of the restoration projects that the network leads. For example, we'll be talking about one of the projects that we have going on right now and how all of the multifaceted creatives and the members are giving a helping hand in this effort. So, me, I am Story. I am a natural hair care educator and servicer, loctician. I am a music artist. I am a metaphysician. A metaphysician is a healer of the mind, body, spirit, all in one. So instead of me just using psychology to diagnose you according to someone else's rubric. I give a full analysis of your internals, your spiritual, your emotional, your mental, and I help teach you, and then I help guide you to your healing so that you become the one offering your healing in the future, because now you know your modalities, now you know what you're working with, and you know the best ways in which to bring you out of a state and into a new one. So that's one of my most favorited services that I offer to the collective, is being a metaphysician and helping with that process of healing and ascension consciously. I'm also a business consultant, so I open up contracts with other small businesses or large corporations to be able to add my administrative superpowers to the mix, right? Intergovernmental organization, script writing, legislation, all kinds of things. And then on top of that, I'm a health and wellness coach, being able to show you through my example and then also guide you on the best ways in which to get connected to your body and what to consume and how to exercise yourself from within and then outside to be physically whole, to be physically in alignment with your spiritual essence, is another one of my skill sets that I offer to the collective. So this mix of activity that I've organized, that I've created flexibility within my schedule to commit to, and that I offer the collective, is what equates to me being a functioning, multifaceted creative for the Eevh Restoration Network. So if you consider yourself to be a multifaceted creative, if you know of someone who is a multifaceted creative, if you would like to leave the world behind and become a multifaceted creative, learn how to do that, learn how to get into yourself and find your magic, right, and put a number on it, because you are absolutely worth everything that you are, then join our efforts. All of these things that we're doing and this information that I'm sharing, you can follow up on it just by reaching out with us online at eevh.net. That's EEVH.net. EEVH.net. I'll even put it in the comments so you guys can see it there. All you have to do is just go online and complete one of our registration forms, and we will be in touch, because the more hands and the more consciousness that we have in this effort, the better we are collectively. We all want to get out of this place and start seeing beautiful things and living and experiencing beautiful things. So when we hold hands and when we have bigger numbers, then we make our abilities to be able to manifest those dreams much, much, much more possible. Okay. So we have 3 basic topics that I really want to talk about within this live. I may not have all the time allotted to me that I would want, because my battery's kind of doing something, but I'm going to go as fast as I can, cover as much as I can, be as authentic as I can, and then also do a call to action at the end if we have time for it. Okay, so yeah. So the topics that we're going to cover over are the Purpose Development Program. We're also going to cover one of the projects that I mentioned earlier, which is the Conscious Consumption Effort. And then we're going to talk about trade and barter. So the first thing is the Purpose Development Program. That program was intentionally designed by the Eevh Restoration Network. And what it is kind of an echo of what I just mentioned, where we go out and we come in contact with individuals who are absolutely ready to leave their 9-to-5 matrix, to leave that system behind, to leave the world behind, and to get in tune with their spirituality and start living their life in alignment with their yellow brick road, that process, that individual journey of ascension. And the best way to do that is by tapping into all the time, every day, your authentic expression, the things that you do naturally, the true desires that you have that come from within that ask for fulfillment. So we help you identify yourself. We help you identify what those things are. We help you identify the best ways in which to organize your life to be able to support giving your time and your energy and your magic to your yellow brick road. We help you realize your worth again. We help you put a number on it. And then after you have laid out exactly how you want to offer yourself up, we give you the tools that you need. Social media assistance, technological advancements, so forth and so on. All the tools that you need to be able to start engaging Because believe it or not, not everybody has tools that you need to be able to start engaging. Because believe it or not, not everybody has the things in commerce while still living a life of creativity, flow, and authenticity. That can be difficult to mesh if you're still operating within the mind frame of you putting forth energy and getting paid for it by the hour. All of that is obsolete now because you and the Most High can put valuations on the services that you provide to the collective. You are assured to be supported in the process. So that's what the Purpose Development Program is all about. It is a therapeutic guiding post for bringing you out of where you are and guiding you through the process of being able to fulfill your divine purpose and getting paid for it. So if that resonates, visit us online, eevh.net. Fill out a registration form, and we will be in touch. I shall. All right, the second thing is one of the projects that we're currently working on. We have a couple of projects that I'm very, very, very proud and excited about, but this one, I really want to push the green button on. So not only am I going to share with you guys what the project is, but I'm also going to ask that those that consider themselves to resonate with this message, resonate with the mission that we have, and then if you also have administrative superpowers like myself, join the effort. Give us a helping hand. We need to bring as many energies on to these types of efforts that we can. So the project that I'm speaking of is called the Conscious Consumption Effort. When you think about conscious consumption, basically what that means is you are giving a first, a second, and a third thought. You are giving a full, intuitive analysis on what you are consuming. You are using your consciousness, your God-given intelligence to be able to guide what you consume. And that's exactly what needs to happen, because so many of us are so diverse and so unique, which means our spiritual and our physical bodies need to be fed a certain way. So if you're not aware of yourself, and if you're not giving yourself that conscious effort to be able to guide how you consume things, then you're setting yourself up for failure. You want to edify the Most High within you. You want to give yourself the ability to perform at your highest peak. You want to really see what you're made of by feeding, by edifying the sanctuary flora within you. Okay, so the conscious consumption effort focuses its energy on being able to get in touch and partner with local eateries, local restaurants, local small cafes, so forth and so on, that want to have a better relationship with their community. And what we're going to do is encourage them to start featuring more health conscious meals on their menu. That's really all it is. Removing the things that obviously work against us for the sake of giving to the collective, and then also offering our ideas in which they can enrich their menus to be able to offer not only good things to consume, but very flavorfully diverse and culturally diverse and all the things. We will help you beautify your menu so that we enjoy the food, but we want you to offer up the opportunity to give us something that will give to us, that will feed us, that will edify us, in equal exchange, right? We're giving our hard-earned money to these restaurants and these eateries, and all we're doing is getting death in return. We're getting slabs of things on plates that take us down in our value every second that we consume it. So no more of that. The Eevh Restoration Network is doing everything to create restoration. So in every way that we practice and live out our lives, we're finding ways to get involved in that and apply that restoration. So because we all love to be able to go out and eat, we need to offer some restoration to that area. So getting in touch with our local eateries, encouraging them to start featuring more health-conscious meals, offering options of healthier health-conscious meals, and creating that partnership with the network that will give them a better communal reputation. And then also for network members, the ones that are registered with Eevh, you get a discount on your meals because you helped facilitate that relationship. Absolutely. So, and then also, if you have a social media following, the network just asks that every time you visit that eatery that is a part of the conscious consumption effort, that you just give them a shout out on social media. So the eatery is now benefiting from a good reputation communally, right, within their communities, but then they're also getting free social media marketing, and then they're able to up their revenue simply because they decided to take the option of giving positively to the collective, of shifting around how they offer food, right? Accepting the calling of being better than we were yesterday as a peoples. So that is the project that we're currently working on, which is creating those relationships all over the U.S., even globally right now, to be able to just encourage conscious consumption within our eatering spaces. It's okay to have, guilty pleasures every now and then, but we move in sovereignty. And sovereignty is all about self-delegation, self-refinement, self-regulation, right? So you should know what's in your best interest, and you should be operating in that. So moderation will find its way to you. And we need to encourage and, if need be, enforce that those that are taking and accepting our money are giving to us in the ways that benefit us best. All right. So, if that resonates with you, if you feel like you want to hold hands with us in this endeavor, in this effort, if you are local to the Atlanta area, which is where the Eevh Restoration Network is based, reach out, eevh.net, and fill out a registration form. If you are a local eatery and you want to go ahead and register your business as being a conscious consuming establishment, go online and fill out one of our registration forms, and we will have you on the site ASAP. We will have members go into your space to be able to up and praise what you do, so forth and so on. Asheo. All right. The last topic that I want to discuss, I'm still on target, my battery has not died yet. The last topic that I want to discuss is the trade and barter. Right now, we can all agree that the U.S. is insane right now. The government is not at all reliable. The U.S. dollar is losing its value by the second. Our economy's securities are very questionable. We could go into a Walmart, into a Kroger, into a Publix in a day or two and not have access to simple things that we thought that we would be able to gain access to just by waking up and knowing that that establishment is there. So because of these things, because of the ideas of securities that we thought we had underneath us, carrying us all this time, because those things are no longer there, guys, in all actuality, it's time to accept that they are no longer there. Then that sovereignty kicks in again. Now it becomes your responsibility to self-regulate, self-delegate, self-authorize, right? So we're coming together now to create our own sources and securities of resources. What do you have that I can benefit from? What do I have that I can offer you in exchange? So the Eevh Restoration Network has a portion of the portal online that allows its members and multifaceted creatives to do just that. Go into trade and barter with the resources and the abilities and skill sets and services that they can offer, to start exchanging again. This way, you become in love with your community. You become in love with the people that are like-minded with you and want to see a heaven on earth. And then also the power of the economy is put back into the hands of the people. The power of the economy is put back into the hands of the people because we're no longer offering up our dollars to these billion-dollar corporations. We're no longer telling them that we trust them with our money and to be able to feed our families. Simply being able to be taught by someone who knows how to grow a simple and sustainable garden inside and outside, so that you can adopt the model and put it in the backyard of your home, or put it on the countertop in your kitchen and be able to sustain you and your family, is invaluable. You now have access to an unending source of abundance, because that's really where all of the value comes from, is nature. That unending source of abundance. Those billion-dollar corporations that I just mentioned, they own most of the natural resources because they understand that that is an abundant, unending access. So giving that back to you, giving that power back to you, putting the responsibility and the options in your hands helps all of us. So trade and barter, whether you need food, whether you need clothing, whether you need clean products for your family, whether you need services that the government typically offers, like home care for your older loved ones, or dog care, health and wellness guidance, whatever the case may be, the people are rich enough to be able to support the people. So the minute we start relying on ourselves and the ones that are for us, the sooner we can escape the systems that we're all unsatisfied with in the first place. It's like we continue this toxic relationship with something that we know is not in our best interest. No more. We're done. Finito. Take the rings off. Pack your bags. It's time to go. Leave the world behind. It's all about you now and the God within you, and how you come into contact and in relation with that God to be able to be guided on how to live your life in a way that supports you and also the collective, because you are the collective. Asheo. So if that resonates with you, if you want to become a multifaceted creative for the Restoration Network, if you want to offer up some of your resources for trade and barter, if you want to see these types of activities going on regularly within your communal spaces, even if you have off-grid living communal spaces, you can still engage with us and we can edify each other. If this resonates, eevh.net, go online, check us out, and fill out a registration form, and we will be in touch. I shall. And finally, I want to just finish off with you guys by saying thank you for sticking around and hearing me out and allowing the crickets and the birds to accompany us on our resignation, right? On our call to action, which is this: you are absolutely magical in all the ways in which you were designed. And it is absolutely your inheritance to not only discover the magic within you, but to exercise it freely on your time. And you are absolutely worthy to be poured back into because of how magical you are, and because of how much you want to offer yourself up to everybody else who wants to share in that magic within you. So don't hold yourself back anymore. This is your call to action. Join us. Join yourself. Commit to yourself. Join us. Join yourself. Commit to yourself. Marry the Most High within you, and allow that relationship to lead you to your heaven. Because this earth is designed for us to be able to create anything that we can imagine. Hell has lost its place. Its time is up. And now it is time for heaven to reign. eevh.net. If you're already an operating multifaceted creative, if you have mastered yourself, if you're already out here offering yourself and your services up in the multitude of ways in which you are magical, join our forces. There is absolutely no money being asked of you to hold hands with us. We just want your sincere commitment to giving back to the collective. Join forces with us. eevh.net. Okay. Another part of the call to action. We are admin scouting. We need more magical beings who know how to work administration, because we're picking up pace now. Things are happening now. So we want to enrich our administrative team. I'm going to tell you right now, because we're operating from a matriarchal space, the women, the divine women, the most capable women will be first in line for review. So if you consider yourself to be excellent in clerical work, excellent with Microsoft, excellent with customer relations, excellent with accounting, excellent in the legal department, excellent with Gap and Gorge, we want you on our team. We want you on our team. If you resonate with the Most High, if you know that the Most High lives within you, we want you on our team. Go online, eevh.net, and register. Or you can email me directly for the administrative scouting. I'm going to put my email in the chat right now. Asheo, Story Lahuez at eevh.net. We are being entirely supported by the Most High. This ship is sailing, and you do not want to be left behind. The mothership can't save you, so your ass is gonna get left. The hellish world is gone. We are leaving the world behind, and we are creating our new space, our heaven. And I want to offer you the opportunity to do that with me. The last part of the call to action is the next briefing. I'm going to be doing this ideally once a week. Once a week I want to come here and have this intimate space with you, tell you about the things that we've got going on, remind you about the beautiful things that can come to you by you offering yourself up to the Most High and becoming a multifaceted creative, becoming a member with the network. And then I also want to let you know that there are still seats among that administrative team where you can not only be involved with the network, but you can have an assistance with guiding the ship. Okay? So, to all the beautiful souls that made it to this live, to all the beautiful souls that resonate with this message, to all the beautiful souls that are ready to pack their bag and say, F it. eevh.net. Oh, and one more thing. The Purpose Development Program, another beautiful aspect of it right before I leave you guys. The Purpose Development Program works for kids too. It works for the babies because they are gorgeous and beautiful and capable and wise and smart and intelligent right now. So the authentic expression that the Most High within them wants to express is worth something as well. So if we can give our children the opportunity to be sovereign about themselves, be encouraged about the magic within them, and allow them to refine themselves, knowing that they will be supported communally and from the Most High. What? So there is no age gap, no age restriction on your involvement, on your internal commitment. So I'm so happy to be here and to offer these things to you guys. eevh.net. Thank you so much for finding place and space and love and time to share with me. And I will see you guys on the next live. Asheo.